What's up, Candy Keepers? Little Candy Gamer here. Today I'm going to be talking to you guys a little bit about art block and what to do when you experience it. Stay tuned until the end because that's when I'll be talking about how to overcome it. Welcome to my channel if you're new here. If you've been here before, welcome back, and as always I release a new video every Wednesday if you're in Australia or Tuesday if you're in the US. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe to help me be seen more on YouTube, and ring that notification bell if you'd like a notification every week when I release more content. This morning I did some research. I had contacted some other artists to find out about how you guys experience and deal with getting art block. I also held a poll asking you guys what you would like to be called, and you guys decided that you wanted to be called Candy Keepers, so that's what I've gone with. I don't know why you guys wanted to be the keepers of me, but it's kind of funny and I like it. You're too cute, I want to smush you. This poll was only available on my VIP Facebook group. There's a link to that in the description if you're interested in becoming a member. In my VIP group I have special deals and giveaways that aren't accessible to the public. You'll also be able to come be one of the first people to buy one of my new prints at a discounted price before they're accessible to the public. So moving on, so when I was talking to you guys this morning, you all said some really valid things. You know who you are. Thank you for letting me interview you. I didn't feel like I was really qualified to tackle the big topic of art block by myself because there were so many different opinions and controversies regarding this topic. I also felt like there were tons of videos on YouTube of artists giving their opinion on art block, and even some controversial ones of artists claiming that art block doesn't even exist. So I did what I do whenever I have a huge problem, and I contacted all of my artist friends and I asked you guys all your opinions on it. So thank you if you contributed to this video. I really appreciate your friendship and your time. Art block can be defined as a lack of motivation to work on your art, or as on Urban Dictionary so kindly they put it, it's the worst bleeping thing for an artist to ever encounter. It's when you run out of ideas to draw things off and temporarily lose all motivation to do anything art related. You'll often see artists on DeviantArt not post anything for a while and then come back complaining of an art block. Guy 1, why haven't you uploaded anything on DA lately? Guy 2, I am having a serious art block. Bitch 1, where's my commission I ordered? Why aren't you done yet? Parentheses, blah blah blah, end parentheses. Artist, I am having an art block, I'll be done when I can. Hashtag art block, hashtag spam, hashtag artist block, hashtag no motivation, hashtag run out of ideas, hashtag sucks bleep. Please let me know if you have ever experienced an art block and what you did to overcome it in the comment section below. So, my first friend said that depression plays a bit of a role in their art block, as in their current mood and just how they were feeling. Also, if their art wasn't getting the recognition that they felt that they deserved, and this is a very common issue because you put in so much hard work into your art and it can be discouraging when it doesn't get out there as much as you'd like it to. Your hashtags and such aren't working and nothing's just working on your social media. It can be really debilitating. This artist also said that they had trouble keeping up with certain trends or fads. For example, there might be something that you want to draw but it's not in at the moment, so you may not draw it because it's not a popular topic. This is a really valid point, and I think at the end of the day you're creating art for yourself, so who knows, you could be the one to start the next trend. Wow. I really feel a bit like I'm doing an advice talk show at the moment. So this artist also said that to overcome the art block they look at pictures on the internet and they screenshot the ones that really speak to them. They also said that it helps them just to slow their art down and not to rush anything. They have a really valid point there as well. Sometimes you just need to calm down and slow things down. Personally, I like to go onto ArtStation which is a great website where you can search a vague term like Pokemon or Dragon Ball Z or anything that you like, for example, and it'll come up with a ton of great artists from all around the world, all over the internet. I actually copy and paste the images into a program on my computer called Evernote, which is like a swipe file program where you can store notes and all sorts of other useful things. I use it for quite a lot of things actually. The second artist that I contacted this morning said that when they get stuck or lose their mojo or find themselves uninspired, they like to go and find a new artist or a new style to try out. They said that when they do this, one of three things will happen. They will either try it, feel like they suck at it, and realize that their usual style is what they're actually good at, or they find that they like it and they will continue to do it for a while, or else they will merge the new style into their current style and have fun making something new. They said that recently everything that they drew was flat and they just hated it all, which by the way is a very valid and normal feeling to have about your own art, and most artists, I understand, feel this way at least some of the time. So then they tried a completely different art style. They played with resin and acrylic paint and different mediums, and they really enjoyed the colours that they used, so it gave them a new lease of life and they were able to draw again. The third artist that I contacted this morning said the biggest problem they have, especially when experiencing art block, is continually coming up with fresh ideas that work and works that will appeal to the public as they do creative work for a living. They find that their brain gets a little bit foggy, they can't seem to access anything in their mind, which then causes them to procrastinate and to lose motivation to do anything. So to combat this, they look at other artworks for inspiration. However, when they're in that state of mind, they just don't seem to grasp anything from them. The best thing that they suggested to do when you're in this state of mind is just to revisit some of your past artworks and redo them, even half-finished ones. So most creative people always have at least one unfinished artwork, and it's always good to redo some old artworks as well. It's a good way to see how far you've come, which is a good confidence boost, and confidence boosts productivity and creativity. This was very well put, and I couldn't have said it better myself. I agree with them that going and revisiting your older works can help you out when you're stuck for what to do and to boost your confidence because you've improved since you did the last piece. It can also give you good ideas if you're stuck. A thing worth mentioning too is that they mentioned that they do art for a living, and I think that when you do art for a living, the art block can be more severe and detrimental for you because that's your living and you're expected to keep churning out new work on demand and keep being creative all of the time. It can be a bigger impact on you than the regular art block where you feel like it's okay to take a break. If you're experiencing art block and doing art for a living, I think it can be worthwhile to take a break as well, even if it's just a small one where you go and sit somewhere quiet for 20 minutes to an hour and have a coffee and you're just alone with your thoughts. Something else worth mentioning is that when I'm stuck for ideas, I write down a list of my good and bad ideas on the sticky notes on my computer, which is like a post-it note program. You can also use the swipe file program that I mentioned earlier, like Evernote. Or if you're on the go, whip out your phone and use the notes program. They might not all be winning ideas that you jot down. However, if you do this every time you have an idea and you're experiencing art block, you can then whip out your phone and have a huge list of go-to ideas. If you use one of the ideas, make sure to use strike through text or delete it from the list. So the last artist I talked to, and when I say last, they aren't really in order of who I spoke to first and last. I mix them up for privacy reasons. They said that when they get art block, what they normally experience is that they just don't have any ideas to draw, or that they have a lack of motivation to draw, or on the other end of the spectrum, that they have too many things to draw and they can't pick one. They said that usually when they don't have a motivation to draw, they look at other artists' artworks and they will draw inspiration from that. This artist is a Dragon Ball Z artist primarily, so they would maybe watch the show for inspiration and get pumped, and that reboots their inspiration to draw something which is inspired from the show. They also said that they asked for ideas from their friends on what to draw. I noticed that one of my other friends also said that they like to come and talk to me about it when they have art block. So talking to another artist about art block could also be another way to overcome it as well. And another thing worth mentioning, if you're a full-time artist, if it's possible to be working on multiple projects at once, do so, because it will keep your perspective fresh. So there we have it. There are the opinions of some artists that I contacted regarding art block. I'd like to thank each of them again for talking to me about it. It's not always the easiest topic to talk about it. The majority of them said that they use other artists' work to inspire themselves. I think creating inspiration for yourself is definitely an important thing to do when you're experiencing any form of art block. However, if you're going through serious depression or something more severe, please do seek help and reach out to a professional, because you shouldn't have to go through it alone, and it can be treated with modern medicine and therapy. And I think that it's really important to do that, guys. So this is about all I have time for today. So if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe as always, and ring the notification bell for updates in the future. I release a new video every Wednesday if you're in Australia, or Tuesday if you're in the US. That's all for now, and I love you guys, and I'll see you next time on Little Candy Gamer.